Okay, here it is, Superfly Mac workflow. This is going to save you initially seconds to minutes to hours, and in the end, if you use a Mac for the rest of your life, I will save you hours of your time by following these tips and tricks. Well, to get started, let's take a look here at our Finder. I don't usually do this, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to maximize it. Now, there's lots of different ways to go looking for things. Personally, you can have this way, or you can have a list view. I prefer this one myself. That way, if you have any folders, you can tap on it and it shows what's revealed inside. Of course, when you tap on anything down here, it tells you what time it was opened, modified, and created. Down at the very bottom here, you can see that it's got listed where it's found, users, teacher, desktop, and the folder that it's in. You can turn that on, going to Finder Preferences. In here, we can change a lot of different things around, manage our tags, and what's in our sidebar. For example, right now the airdrop is off. In advanced, you have a bunch of other different options you can set. I personally have not bothered going that far, haven't felt the need. You go to View over here, you can show the path bar, which now is not here, but I strongly recommend you go to Finder View and show your path bar. Really helps you know exactly what you're looking at. You can look through it this way as well. It just seems to me a much easier way of managing it. So I can look through all my files if I'm very lost for something. And then over here, I can go to the item arrangement. I generally look for things for the date they're created. However, sometimes if I know it's a keynote that I've made, I might look for the kind. That way you can scroll through. So I'm in presentations now. So all of my PowerPoint for Mac and keynote files are in here. Generally speaking, like I said, the date created, or sometimes the date modified if you know something you've been working on recently. If you're looking at pictures, however, for example, if I'm in all my files and I go and I look for kind, and I'm looking for a particular screenshot, for example, I take a lot of screenshots. Later on, I'll teach you about how you use Command Control Shift 4 to take partial screenshots to your clipboard so you don't clutter up your memory. Scrolling through works, or I can just go to type in screenshot. Boom, they're all here now. Now these are all a bunch of JPEGs, right? So if I go over here, this is the one time that I use this fourth option over here. That way I can just scroll through and see what I'm looking for. Arrow keys and zip through as well. Now, let's say you're totally lost. You've gone through your desktop, you've gone through your movies and your documents and your downloads and you really can't find something. This over here allows you to show search criteria. So any of the following are true. The kind is PDF. The name matches. I usually go with contains. Let's put in something here like, oh no, EdTech. Hit enter. So anything that is a PDF that contains the word EdTech is in there. Now what if I said not any of the following are true, but all of the following are true? So any PDF with a name that contains EdTech. Now these are all here. Let's switch this over to say, I don't know, Google. You can see how it's all changing down here. That's really helpful if you really get stuck. It saves you scrolling through years and years of data if you're not very good at cleaning up the work that you're doing and saving. Another one, really helpful, in Finder, in Preferences, if you turn on in your sidebar your airdrop, and you're in here, and here's another one, Command N will open up a new instance of whatever you're in. In this case, it opens up a brand new Finder window for me. If I go to airdrop down here now, it says that I'm allowing myself to be discovered by everyone in the neighborhood. You can also do it just to contacts only or by nobody. As you can see, I've got something here from Sean's iPhone. From my iPhone now, I'm going to select an image and I'm going to share it with airdrop. Of course, this needs to be discoverable by everyone. And once it's received, I can open it in photos or I can just accept it, which will put it in my downloads, which I can find right here. Okay, so there's that. AirDrop is a really good way of sharing things out quickly in a local area. Back to Finder Preferences. I'm going to turn it off now because it's also a potential security risk if you leave it open all the time. The rest of this video will show you a bunch of command steps that are really good for helping you speed things up as well. In the comments, if you have any questions, please drop them in. I'm more than happy to answer them. There are a number of command keys or shortcuts you can use to make your life easier and increase your workflow. There are some minor differences in keyboard layouts, but these are the keys we'll be looking at today. There are a few more that come up a little bit later on, but this is the general area we're focusing upon. Cut, copy, paste, and duplicate. These are the first ones we'll introduce you to. This is the symbol for the command key, but it is also written on the keyboard. Command plus X is cut. Command plus C is copy. Both of these use the command V afterwards to paste. This can be an image or text. Command D is a new way of doing things altogether. If you're keeping something on the same slide in Keynote, for example, it duplicates it, so you don't have to do two separate commands. Parcel screenshots to clipboard can be directly pasted anywhere. You make them with this finger ninja move, Command, Control, Shift 4, then dragging over the desired part of the screen. After that, simply Command V to paste wherever you like. Group joins objects on a slide together as one. Command, Option, G. And you can ungroup them again by just adding the Shift key into the mix. Press down Command, Option, Shift, and then hit G to ungroup. Double tap for cropping or masking. Using the Command and spacebar conjunction opens up the spotlight where you can start typing in to open up different applications or search on your Mac. That of course looks like this. The spotlight is available up here. I just generally tend to go Command spacebar to call it up and type in what you like. I want iMovie open, find it, hit enter, it opens automatically. Oh, that should speed you up quite a bit on your way.